Hey gang, I want to talk supplements today, specifically performance supplements, as in those supplements that enhance your performance, that make it better, because there's actually surprisingly few of them. Look at the website or go into a store of a big supplement company and there are literally thousands of products, but a lot of them, don't live up to the hype. A lot of them are perhaps targeted more at the health end of the spectrum. But as far as genuine, legal performance boosting supplements, there are very few. So we're just going to take a look at those today. So with performance supplements, the standard are the 3 C's. So we have caffeine, creatine, carbohydrate. Now caffeine has been incredibly well researched. It's proven to be harmless in in healthy doses. It is possible to overdose. There has previously been a limit on the legal consumption in Olympic Games, but that's since been removed. You can overdo it though, and it is possible to get to fatal toxic doses, but you really have to try hard to do that. Although I know some people that have a fair crack at it. But in sensible doses, caffeine is a definite enhancement of performance, whether that's short efforts or longer base endurance efforts. All the research is showing that there's a significant improvement in performance, and so that's why I always encourage my clients to use caffeine wisely. It's so common to see people working out and then going for a coffee afterwards. It really should be done the other way if you want to get the most out of your training session. If it's a competitive event, then for sure you definitely want to make sure that caffeine is consumed sort of 60-70 minutes prior to, so you're getting the full effect. Making sure of course that you experiment with both dosage and timing to see what works best for you. So experiment with that consumption and the timing. I like to recommend people go off coffee for about a week leading into an important competition. That way you're going to enhance your sensitivity to it and you'll benefit more from that coffee or that caffeine when you take it during the competitive events. Next up is creatine, and this is definitely the most researched supplement on the planet. Loads and loads and loads of work done, and it's gone from being a really expensive, hard to find product to easily obtainable and very affordable as well. So I definitely recommend that CrossFit athletes try this out. There's a lot of different pathways that have been studied and beneficial effects of creatine, but the main ones with regards to performance, buffering of the creatine phosphate system. So essentially you're going to fatigue a little bit slower than you normally would. Creatine is found naturally in meat, and we have natural stores of it, so this is just buffering those stores, or sorry, boosting those stores, allowing you to perform for longer. And another effect often seen is that your recovery time between short intense intervals is enhanced as well, so you potentially have longer period of performance available to you and then faster recovery between those bursts of effort. Manufacturers typically recommend a loading phase where you take large amounts to quickly build up a large pool in the body, and then you go to a maintenance dose. But it's been proven that that's not really necessary. It typically makes a lot of people go to the bathroom a little bit more throughout the day anyway. So just stick with a maintenance phase, and over time you will actually build up to that higher amount in the system anyway. Then we got carbs, which typically aren't thought of as a performance supplement, but it's the original one really. It's been proven many times over that supplementing with carbohydrate improves performance, particularly endurance, long duration endurance performance. Thanks to the popularity of paleo, low carb, high fat, we're since sort of changing that paradigm a little bit, and we're seeing that a lot of ultra endurance athletes are able to perform really well on lower amounts of carbohydrate if they are well fat adapted. But which also applies to CrossFitter as well, but what we've still found is that if you add extra carbs to the post-workout period, you're going to improve recovery. If we add it to the pre-workout period for a longer duration effort, then some extra carbs in the tank are going to help. So you're either consuming a good whole food meal a few hours before an important event, or you're looking at some simple to absorb carbohydrates. So I've got coconut water, some sweet potato, baby food, mango here, so various fruits are all good. Find ones that you digest easily. So those could also be good options. And then we're looking at, for very, very long events, of course, we're looking at goos and gels and sports drinks as well to be consumed during the event. They'll also enhance performance and your ability to last. So there you have it, guys, the 3 C's of performance supplementation: caffeine, carbohydrate, and creatine. Most of you are probably already relying heavily on the first 2. If you're interested in trying creatine and you haven't done before, you have a few questions about it, pop them on the TTP Facebook group and I'll get on there and answer them. Awesome. Talk to you soon.